good, everybody? It's your boy Roman Puss here with the One Piece Bounty Rush Season 39, I believe, tier list. We're going to go over a little bit of the runners and see who's going to be on the top, who's going to be on the bottom. But not only that, we got my special guest here. I mean, pretty much the main guest that I always have here is your boy Uncle F.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? My name is Nadim, and I'm super excited to disagree with Roman on a lot of the runners and their placements, but we already know where we're gonna place everyone, so we're gonna see the debates we're gonna have in this.
It was a long discussion, lots of things went into this work, but hey, we out here, we doing it. So alrighty, let's get started and see who's in what places here. So now, first one up is your boy Evachon. Now we're gonna throw him up on the greatness. I think he's like second from the top of the tiers. He could be great, but he could be bottom of the good. I don't know. We'll see. Like, he's very good at stalling. He's got the canceling of buffs, so like people like.
It's very important.
Yeah, I'll let you capitalize on that point later because you made a very good point when we discussed this. He's fairly tanky. He's got lots of HP. He can run around, and he's great at stalling people. He may not be the best fighter, but I think overall he's great at stalling, which is one of the most important traits as a runner.
He can get one shot as well, so that's very nice. If you kill him, he'll come back with 15% HP like Kaido. But I think something very cool about him is that canceling buffs will just become stronger. As we've seen, a lot of the stronger units nowadays have buffs. And if Ivankov can just not allow them to get buffs, hey man, he can just get stronger as time goes on. Hopefully people will start maxing him and start using him, and we get to see an Ivankov meta, because he's a great character in the anime, so I can't wait to see more of him in the game.
As much as I hate to break it to you, I think I'm going to be the only person who maxes him out and starts playing him, besides the people who already have him maxed out and are playing him. But I will be getting there as soon as I get copies. But yeah, overall, I potentially like great unit. He might be on the good tier. We might drop him down if we get enough people on the great tier. So we'll see. Next up is your girl, Christmas Robin. She's kind of bad, kind of terrible. We're not going to throw her in the why do you exist because she still kind of has a purpose in the game. But she's still not really good. She just,
Yeah, she's not. It's unfortunate because everyone knows Robin's my favorite One Piece character, and hey man, hopefully she'll be really good and we'll get a good Robin one day, but this is not the way to do things, man, guys. So yeah, I don't mind putting her pretty low on the tier list.
Yeah. One of the most difficult things is coming to the hard truth that your favorite character, is bad now. So it sucks, but it is what it is, and it happens. So when the Green Mama became bad, it was a situation. Next up, our boy Scratchman Apoo. Dude, I love his laugh, but
Yeah.
I've used him a lot. I've used him at least 50 to 100 games, somewhere around there. It's like a hard red run meta. Even with Mama coming out, it's still lots of reds, lots of Snakemans, and Snakeman can fight him very easily. Like, the thing is, you'd have to charge your bomb, and if you start charging your bomb early while you're away from the person, Snakeman can just use his Black Mamba, or not Black Mamba, whatever the other ability is, his skill 2 that punches you and knocks you over. Yeah. So if you get knocked over with your bomb, then it's useless, and there goes the skill being used. So. But he charges treasure, he caps treasures extremely fast, so if he gets on the treasures, it's amazing. And his skill 1 is actually really his better skill, so you want to get skill 1 on him, CDR.
I don't have much to say about this guy, honestly. I think he's just okay. Like, he's not too good and he's not too bad, and I don't mind placing him wherever Roman thinks is right, because he's the only one that uses this guy.
Pretty much! His basic attacks just need a little work and stuff, but yeah.
And F meta, you use them as well.
Yeah. Next up, we have a girl, Tashigi, which, in my opinion, I think is budget Kaku. And you've had some other points where you think she's better, but I don't think she's great. She is just a natural 3-star, so keep that in mind. So her stats are lower, but she can run around and be a little rat that takes treasures like Kaku.
Yeah, I don't think she's better than Kaku. I just think that she's better than a lot of people give her credit for. As a runner, as someone who runs a lot, she's very good, and also her skill. I think it's because she's better than she is because everyone underestimates her. But her skill's pretty fast, some decent range to it. she can do cool things. Not amazing, but she's a nerfed Kaku, but not that nerfed.
Yeah, I don't know. See, if anything, I think most people like overhyped her. That was just my opinion, but I don't know. Next up, we got a boy Runner Chopper, the blue one, the time skip, the original one. He's kind of on the good tier. We're gonna place him below like Tashigi. The thing is, the rows do matter. So like in this case right now, where we're at right now, we're saying Apoo is better than Tashigi. Tashigi is better than Chopper. It's all like by very like marginal like things, like by different game by game basis it like changes. But just keep that into consideration. So time skip Chopper. He's got a heal, which is nice. It can be AoE heal, so you can heal like your entire team, but the odds of it's like radius is small and you can be knocked out of it very easily, and his other ability is just kind of a movement speed buff that it's not that great. I don't know. His basic attacks are where he shines, but what's your thoughts on him, Uncle? You've just been playing him.
Yeah, I've been playing him recently. I stopped now, but his normals are really nice. His skill that boosts speed is useless. His skill that heals is okay, but not in a fight because it doesn't have nullify stagger. He has interesting traits like Corazon. He can boost the team gauge, the team boost gauge. So that could be interesting. He has some cool skills when you're losing. He's okay. He's okay.
Next up is your guys' obnoxious Sogeking that you all for some reason love, and I don't understand why. I mean, I get why in the game, but as a character, I don't know why. So his abilities are disgustingly, like, broken. Like, I think his cooldowns need to be nearly doubled on both of them. What is it, like 14, 15, 16 seconds for the long?
I think like 18 seconds and like 37 seconds.
Yeah. So, no. I think it needs to be like 50 seconds for the Flame Bird and like 30 seconds max, or like minimum for the like one-shotting ability. The fact that it one-shots, and then his basic attacks do like.
But yeah, I think he needs to be nerfed. This guy needs to be nerfed. He has a one-shotting skill at close range that has nullify stagger. That nullify stagger shouldn't be there. The flame should have a better hitbox because you can easily think you dodge that, but you don't. No, enough, Sogeking.
The amount of times I didn't bother dodging because I was like, oh, I'm walking out of the hitbox. And it still hits me. But that's more of a server problem. I think just the way the server's kind of garbo with like ranged attacks doesn't work very well. So I think that's more of the issue than actually the character itself.
Yeah.
But
yeah. He needs to be nerfed. But in the anime, I love Sogeking, by the way. So Roman here, he maybe doesn't like him, or Roman below. I don't know where he puts me, but in the anime, it's cool. Roman likes weird characters, so don't listen to him. Don't listen, or else your brain will crack.
Sogeking, God, no. I don't know. Given he is a weird character, but I just don't like him. It's boring.
He literally saved Robin.
Yeah, whatever. All right, next up is Miss Rona. We have Perona Chuan. Her skills can actually like hit you a lot harder than you think they can. They actually can like do some big boom damage, and they can prevent the enemy from attacking. In a 1v1 setting, don't expect to win because she will generally never win that, but if you're sitting outside a fight, you can generally get some pretty fat damage off on the enemy team. And she takes treasures pretty fast if she's above 70% HP. So
she above 80%. She's not a bounty fest, but yeah. The thing is, her ghost has knockback and can come out pretty fast. A lot of people don't expect it from a ranged character. If all her 3 hits from the last combo of her normals hit, she deals big damage. Her negative hollow from long range, out of nowhere in the middle of a fight, hits you, and you're suddenly not able to use skills, not able to attack, not able to do anything. Pretty good. Of course, Sogeking, the piece of shit, can get negative, but all in all, Perona is an okay character. I have her 19 out of 20. Her damage is pretty low, but she's okay as a runner.
Yeah. Next up, we got the old timer, our boy Green Law. Now, back in his day, and I'm sure Swirls might fight us on this. This is Swarly, for those of you that don't know, but that's not my nickname for him. We're gonna throw him in the meh tier. He was like godlike, pretty like good back in the day. That was when a lot of other characters were less mobile, which like the mobility in the game has certainly increased on a lot of characters. So that's kind of one thing he would take over. He'd swap places with them and they'd be slowed and then he'd be able to cap the treasure. But now a lot of other characters can get back on top of him, and his damage has kind of fallen off quite a bit as well. Other than that, his basic attack sequence is really good. And do you got any other points you want to hit?
No, I mean, he used to be more of an attacking runner, but now he's like...
Yeah. Especially with, like, reds running around. I don't know. Just the red run meta being what it is. Snakeman will certainly, like, destroy him. So, Svarley can make it work, but I think to make it work, you got to be an amazing player, and that's kind of what's gonna knock him down. It's just you need a lot of skill.
New players off guard. New players that don't know or didn't play his meta, or like when he was at his prime, probably don't know how to deal with his exchange chambre move. But besides that, I honestly nothing much to say about him. He's not really that good.
Right. Next up, we have your girl Onami. For all you nasty Nami sims out there, we'll place her at the top of the good tier currently. I am not a fan, but her clone can be super annoying. She's very visible, and I don't know. Her Thundercloud can do fat damage, but other than that, her basic attacks aren't crazy obnoxious good, and I don't. What you got on her?
I think the clouds deal good damage. Her cloud deals good damage surprisingly, and it can shock. The characters that can get shocked. Her clone I don't like. Honestly, besides Dofi's clone skill, all clones in the game are pretty poo-poo. Like, no bueno. So
I don't like
that clone.
I think it can be super annoying.
It can be annoying, yeah. It's better than Robin's clone, but it's nothing special. Like, if she had the proper skill instead of the clone, she might be much better than this. But for now, I'll just call her like the better Apoo.
Yeah.
She has the capture speed rate, which makes her at least viable. So
they need that as a runner. Gross, Onami. Next up, you're the old timer Red Nami, the OG time skip one. Throwing her in the meh tier. Uncle thinks she's pretty solid. I don't think she's ever been solid, nor I don't know. Her Thunderclouds can be obnoxious, but her other skill, I don't know. Uncle, I'll let you talk on her. I don't.
Listen, you used Red Boa. You have no right to call any runner in the game bad because you used Red Boa. All right. By the way, happy birthday, Red Boa. It's her birthday today. So we get 5 gems. Yay.
Isn't just any boa, not just red boa? Anyway,
yeah, whatever.
Beyond that.
Whatever. So yeah, her clouds can be annoying. A lot of people can get shocked now, but still pretty annoying. Her long range skill can be interesting, and her normals are pretty good. Nullify Stagger, you bait Blackbeard, the stupid Blackbeards, and they fall for it, and she has cool traits. Still a somewhat usable unit, in my opinion. So nothing too bad about her.
I never see him crazy outperform anybody, but maybe that's just me. Moving on, next we got the time skip Usopp thrown in the baddie tier. He's never been crazy good. At this point, I don't know, his skills, like his confused skill was kind of annoying when he first came out, but it's kind of just a free dodge now, and I know Uncle has been reviewing like the time skip Straw Hats, so I'll let you discuss this guy a little more too.
I think he's pretty good. Like, not pretty good, pretty meh. Like, a bit worse than time skip Nami. It's just that in this meta, there's nothing he deals well with. Shanks, he deals badly with. Blackbeard, he's not too good against. Rayleigh has been running rampant, and Rayleigh gets free perfect dodges from this guy's skills. So honestly, it's pretty tough to use him. He's ranged though, his skills can be nice, he has decent traits. So honestly, if you really love Usopp and don't have Sogeking, he's not the worst option out there. There are better options though. I would put him in the meh tier if it wasn't for the meta right now, but yeah, for the meta right now, I can keep him in the baddie tier. That's fine.
Agreed. I do agree. Next is good old Jewelry Bonney. I kind of want a Bounty Fest level, or even I guess even a step up of her. But I was thankful they even add her in the first place. But she's nothing crazy. She could maybe pull some clutch wins with her being able to hold a flag, being invincible as the little like form, or being able to sneak around and maybe go take a flag. But other than that, her combat abilities are nothing crazy. So
yeah, I'd say when she came out, she definitely was interesting, and I thought they would do a lot more with the invisible map thing, but they haven't done that since Bonney, and they recently did it with Corazon. So they didn't really mess around with the map, which I mean is kind of good. But since her release, I've always thought she could do cool things. Unfortunately, she couldn't. But in theory, she could. So she's not the worst character in the world.
yeah, she's there. She's just 3-star. Keep that in mind that her stats are lower than other people's. Next up, our girl Poison Pink Raiju. Also, if you haven't seen my Raiju cosplay, be sure to go check that out. I'm just gonna sell that little self plug in there. Raiju Swan, I have played many games on her, and me and Uncle actually debated on this one like quite a bit. We agreed to put her at the bottom of the great tier. Could she be down in the good tier? I think so. She's just not that crazy good to me. Well, actually, yeah, we threw her above Evachon. So she can defend your team, and she can one-shot, but I just felt like she's fallen off. Uncle, you want to tell your thing?
So I think it's just a mini Bikini Nami, and depending on your play style, you could say she's above Bikini Nami. The thing is, it's just she's close range. She can heal. Her skills can one-shot at close range. Her other one can defend your team, poison them, which will allow you to heal again. When she crits, she poisons. You put her on with that stupid, obnoxious rumble set, and suddenly she's just rumbling everyone to fucking shocking them. So, hey man, pretty good unit in my opinion, especially against red characters. But besides red characters, she might have a tough time. So I understand where you're coming from, but she's gonna deal amazing with Blackbeard, so I'd say she's okay.
Yeah. Hopefully Blackbeard falls out of meta now that we have our new queen, but we will see.
Your queen. Hey,
she's all of ours.
Yeah.
Alright, next up we have the Snakeman. I hate this kid. He is so annoying. I want him to be out of the meta, but all you people for some reason are Snakeman stands. He is obnoxious. His cooldowns are ridiculously low, especially the King Cobra ability. That thing is disgusting, and it reduces their attack and it knocks them away, and just far too many uses for it. And then you have the rocks, pile of rocks, Black Mamba ability too. Just obnoxious. And he has basically ranged, like half ranged, half melee basic attack.
Not to mention, the King Cobra is not just annoying, it looks so much like the startup looks so much like his normal attacks. So sometimes they will just throw a normal attack, it looks like the King Cobra, so you dodge, then they throw a King Cobra and you're like, no! And it's stupid.
It was big sad. But yeah, so Snakeman, top tier, obnoxious, annoying, but a lot of people are trying to max him. He's pretty much runs the meta right now, and yeah. Next up, we have the other queen, too bad she sucks, is Boa Hancock. It's kind of a why do you exist, but why do you exist is, of course she exists because she's Boa Hancock, but it is just a terrible implementation of her, and she is extremely outdated. She's never been crazy good. She's just like there's too many things that go wrong for her. Like her Petrify, her skill 1 ability, can proc counters even though it doesn't do damage, which I think should not be a thing. Like she should be able to petrify people in a counter if it does not do damage, in my opinion.
I agree 100%. That would buff her at least 1 tier. And now she has many problems besides that. Her other skill is super hard to land, her normals are not that good, her damage output is not that good, she doesn't have extra capturing speed, so a lot of things go wrong for this character. And Luffy's. It just does not work in this meta.
And there's lots of Snakemans running around, which she cannot petrify at all, so just more things going wrong for her. Basic attacks are terrible. Our boy Dolphy. This obnoxious meta, not a fan. I mean, I kind of like him, but I kind of don't. He's definitely better than Evachon and Raiju throw him in the great tier. He's not what he once was because, as I've said, with the increase in mobility and everything that's shown up, there's a bunch of flood of blue units, and if you know how to play against him, he's very easy to play against. But if you're playing against new players who don't fully know what all he can do, then he is very easy, or you'll do extremely well and like be able to do an easy 5-0 game on him. That's just my thing. If you know how to play against him, which like if you play through the Dolphy meta, then you should know how to play against him, and he shouldn't be that big of a problem for you.
I think that's exactly what his problem is that he was meta, so everyone knows how to play against him. It's like Shanks, you know, we always make fun of Shanks players. Like, a good Shanks is dangerous, but a lot of Shanks are so easy to predict. It's the same thing with this guy. Like, his skills are so slow, or it takes so long, so it's free dodges. His normals are not that good anymore. His damage output is not as insane as it used to be. So, hey man, honestly, he's very good, but he also has a lot of flaws. So, he's still great. Still great.
Yep. Next up, Red Runner Warlord Law. Now, I think this guy, we decided that he would be at the top of the great chart. Like, I'm not sure if he's quite positive, like OP yet. He's very annoying to deal with. If you guys have ever fought Swarly on him, it is so annoying to try and fight that kid, because not only does he have a counter where you can't hit him, he'll have a counter that you actually have to run away because it will still damage you if you are still sitting right next to him. And he will do a full 180 and still zap you with the auto targeting on that ability. So it's very obnoxious to deal with. Skill 1's instantaneous, and basic attacks are insane. But what about you?
Yeah, I think I'm very biased because I've really enjoyed watching Swarly play him and make him seem so good. Now, is he that good? Maybe he's even better than I think. But the thing is, I don't want to overhype him or undersell him right now, because he's really, really good. Everything about him. His traits are amazing. His skills are amazing. His normals are pretty good. And so there is nothing wrong with this character. And I just don't want to say with 100% certainty that he's really one of the best. But if you're a good player, he's definitely one of the best.
Exactly. He's obnoxious, but good. Basic attacks, I love the rock, the earthbending thing is actually kind of super fun. And different take on a basic attack. Yeah. Next up, our boy Marco. Now, some of you old Dolphy stands probably gonna get mad at me for this, but I honestly think Marco is better than Dolphy at this point. Marco's mobility kind of allows you to do a little more than what Dolphy can do, but at the same time, and if you actually build HP, you're almost unkillable on Marco. Like, if you build full HP with some attack, and it's disgusting. You just run around, kind of can never die, and yeah, you just keep healing.
Yeah, I think Dolphy has something that Marco has, survivability. So that would have been something Dolphy had over Marco, but Marco has constant survivability because he can always steady heal as soon as he's dropped on the floor from half HP. Dolphy cannot get one shot. He has the event thing where if you die, you come back with 15% HP. But man, that's only if Marco's just a better Dolphy. His skills are harder to dodge. His combos are pretty similar, except Marco feels like he deals more damage. Marco can clutch. I'd say Marco is just better, and I like Marco more than Dolphy. So yeah.
One other note is with Katakuri, the green Katakuri becoming more in the meta, he's very hard to kill, and one of the best people to kill the anti-stagger Katakuris is Marco. So that's also kind of why he's boosted up there and going to be, you're going to want to use him a lot more.
And not just Katakuri, right? Shanks, Zoro, all these characters that have nullified stagger, you just bloop, 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 all 3 hits, or at least 2 hits, and next thing you know, a bad matchup ends up being a good matchup. So
exactly.
Exactly.
Sky Zoro. I absolutely hated this meta. This is when I was on Moria. He's better than Robin, better than Bonney. I know he's really bad now. He doesn't do any of the damage that he used to do, and I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on him. It's just that meta's gone and over with. His time is over.
Exactly.
Miss All Sunday. Why does she exist? She's probably a little bit better than Boa because she's blue color and just Trimmer. Not too much crazy going for her either. Yeah. Next up we have my boy Kaku, the actually non-budget Tashigi. I decided to throw above Raiju. I personally think he's better than Dolphy, but you could very interchange those two. They both kind of serve different purposes. I like Kaku more than Dolphy, but they definitely, you could fight for either one of those to be on top. Kaku takes treasures super fast, has the stun. You just kind of stun and run away and keep taking treasures, whereas Dolphy kind of messes with the enemy a little more.
I mean, I think Dolphy is much better. I think Ivankov, sorry, not Ivankov, Kaku, I'd rank him even lower than Raiju, lower than Ivankov, but I just don't like that style of just run around capture flags. It can backfire sometimes. If it works, it worked, great. But Dolphy, I feel like, brings more to the table in general and can do more overall. Like, I don't want to undersell Dolphy. He was meta at some point for a reason, so yeah.
Right. Green Ace. Marineford Ace. We're throwing him up around the Marco Dolphy area, probably in between there. His basic attacks are crazy obnoxious. He just... that Green Ace, the Green Ace mainly has his basic attacks and his big orb ball. Me and Uncle discussed his big orb ball. I'll let Uncle rant about that. But
yeah, so the ball is super impossible to dodge. Like, I don't know if it's lag, I don't know if the timing is different, but you just run to the ball, hit the dodge, think you're gonna get a perfect dodge, next thing you know, you're knocked back, you're on the floor, aflamed, and you're like, what the hell happened? And that's a big problem, because that skill is pretty poo-poo. Easily dodgeable, easy to run away from. But because it's so hard to dodge it, it suddenly becomes really, really good. Now, of course, good aces know how to time it when you're on the floor. They know exactly when to time it, exactly how to hit you, even if you dodge. But same like Magellan, but still, like, most players are not that good. And I'd say him, Marco, and Law are like all interchangeable depending on your preference and depending on the meta, which one you prefer. I'd say they're all really, really good.
Right. I've given up on dodging those, and I just run around them from now on because it's just easier. Next up, we have
his counter is annoying.
Oh yeah, and it knocks you off unless in cap treasure. So another pro going for him. Time skip Brook, just in the meh tier. I don't know. We'll throw him right on the Nami.
I mean, he used to be really good, right? He used to be really fun to play. You just run behind the enemies, they're chasing you, and you hit them with a free skill like that, and like boom, you feel like you're super cool. But yeah, nowadays, he's not that good. I can't wait to try him out though. Now that I have level 100 to see how he holds up in this game.
Oh boy, good luck with that. Our boy Admiral Kizaru, probably the worst of the three admirals. He's so slow. He should be the fastest one between the three admirals, but like all of his skills, basic attacks, just those things should be way faster. And literally Akainu has all of those things that are faster. So the only thing is like
he got buffed, so he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. His clutch ability is kind of the reason why he maintains in meh. It's just because he can port across the map and maybe sneak a treasure, and yeah, that's his like main thing going for him.
I would say if people want to rank him higher, I don't mind. Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't seen this guy in so long, and I haven't never played him. I know he used to be really good, but right now I don't know. So if people think he's better, well, maybe. I have no idea.
Next up, Bikini Nami. Now, I kind of felt like she was potentially falling off because I was playing her fairly recently. I only have her level 85 though and don't have her fully maxed. So, with that, Uncle Forgiven has been playing this chick for like over a year now. We'll throw her in the great tier. She's got flat damage. She was great at fighting Blackbeards. Maybe if Blackbeards phase out of the meta, she will drop down, but yeah, yeah.
She's probably, potentially, of course, ignoring someone we know, one of the best Blackbeard counters. Easy. The Blackbeard, you build her with defense HP, Blackbeard's dealing no damage to you. 100 boost too, they invested their lives. Next thing you know, a bikini girl shows up and they're on the floor crying. You can get one shot easily, by the way, because if you know he's gonna suck you in, you just do the roly and you're at least guaranteed one health gone. The kick kills off his second health. Really, really good. Her trait's insane. She heals, she has capture speed, her skills are fantastic. The kick in a close combat, she kicks you far away as soon as you get hit once. And next thing you know, long range again, hits you with her cannons and her water gun, and 3 hits. Oh my god, fantastic unit, brilliant unit. Everyone underestimates her for no reason. Deserves all the praise she gets. And all Bikini Nami users out there, I love you.
That is just an HP defense build, not attack build. With attack build, I guess it doesn't work, and that's what I'm trying to go. For kind of more balanced purposes, Evachon, since he could be on the good tier, we'll move him down here. Said I might do that earlier, so I think we'll keep him down there. Next up, Marine Ford Luffy. Probably, I think you could fight for Kizaru being better than him. I never thought this kid was ever good between the two. Like, I don't know. I think I would vote Kizaru above Luffy, but Forgiven kind of thinks otherwise. So those two are definitely interchangeable, but I don't know. I've never thought he was special.
For people that want to buff them up. Honestly, I don't know. These are units you rarely see, and I don't use. And so it's super tough to gauge how good they actually are. But I think he can be fantastic. The right playstyle, the right player, I think you can do really good things with him. So maybe that's you out there. Yeah, you watching. Maybe you can be the best runner.
He is green, so that's kind of the one thing that I think holds him back a little bit. I think he's great support unit. So I think either way, if you do decide to level him up, he's like great support. I run him in my support just because all the Luffys are generally fairly good support because there's so many tags.
Dump all the Luffys in there and you have a decent support.
Exactly. Next up, Usopp. Just gross. Most annoying 4-star to pull, so I hate when I pull him. I get him. It just happens. It's whatever. I'm not talking about him because I'm moving on because I hate him. Helmeppo. Dude, Pog, the god tier Helmeppo. Gonna be top of the list, but actually not. I just kind of threw him in here for funs because we like some Helmeppo and stuff. Next up, fairly recent, Killer. Probably the worst 3-star to ever come out, potentially. I think he's very well.
I wouldn't go that far.
Who would you say is worse than him as the 3 stars? The new 3-star. Who?
Red Vivi. She's not on this list. We forgot her. By the way, Roman ignored Red Vivi. Vivi deserves a spot.
I was only going off the new ones. I thought that Red Vivi existed as the game was out. Didn't she already exist? She wasn't like an event, was she?
Yeah, no, she was an event.
She was?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, now I know.
Well, now you know, exactly.
Yeah. No.
But Killer has a skill that locks you into normal attack animations. How dumb is that? You never want to spam your normals. You never want to do 1, 2, 3. That's bad. That's a bad habit. He has a skill that basically locks you into doing 1, 2, 3 in a slower version. No, don't use it.
Exactly.
These other skills cool. Jump in, jump back. It's cool.
Yeah, that one's actually kind of fun to use, but it's not the most useful. Lastly, our one true queen. This is the grand finale. She is everyone's queen. See, Uncle even joined the Big Mom Pirates, as you can see by the beautiful border he has. We have Big Mama Swan. Oh, look at how beautiful she is. I am proudly and willing to put her on top. When you have her max, that is, because I've heard people have been having trouble when she's not max. But when you play with her, literally Blackbeards run the freak away from you, and it is amazing. It feels so good to be bamboozling Shanks and Blackbeards. And just, yeah, she capitalizes off both of them, because Shanks hits lots of times, so he's bound to get shocked, and then Blackbeard hits lots of times, so he gets shocked. Fantastic abilities. Your skill 1's your priority, but skill 2 as backup, and then her basic attacks are insane because they're so wide and so far. It's just so good. I'm in love.
I think at level 100 she's a beast. Under that she's too squishy. That being said, I don't know how squishy is she compared to other people, because I've rarely encountered, in fact in my whole playtime maybe I've encountered 2 or 3 and only 1 was max, and even the max level with Red Lucci I almost one-shot. So I really think you need to have her maxed, and God bless Bandai, they didn't make her available, so now many people have her maxed. And so it's not annoying to find someone that will shock you when you hit them.
Yep.
Thank you. I don't want to see her running around. But I feel like she's way more balanced than Shanks and Blackbeard, especially when they came out. Like when Shanks came out, he was like way more broken than she is right now.
She was a healthy. Everyone kept thinking that they were just going to add break the cancer with a new form of cancer, but I don't think she's that cancer. she is killable, which is nice. But
She's good.
prioritize
But
HP and attack are your two things, because you're going to need the bulk. And yeah, so that wraps up our runner tier list. We got, let me know what you guys think below. Remember, it is kind of like our overall thoughts and from our point of view. So not here to argue with anyone. Just go ahead. If you think someone else is more OP, that's your opinion. That's fine. You keep playing.
If you disagree, you're wrong.
So, but that is our overall tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I am so excited. I actually am kind of happy with the god tiers, like the OP list. And yeah, so that's all I have. Thank you, Uncle Forgiven, for being here as well.
Thanks for having me, man.
Frick yeah. But with that, I am your boy Roman Puss, and we're gonna be taking off. Yeah, peace.